Bianca Simmons. Get ready, get set.
All right, like I said, my name is Dr. Bianca Simmons. I am a physical therapist, and if I talk too fast, just tell me to slow down. Okay. So yes, I am a physical therapist. I work here in Jackson, and I also work in other counties surrounding Jackson. I primarily work with older adults, teaching them on how to move and not hurt, decrease pain, decrease fall risk, and overall just stay independent as long as possible. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of stretching, what it is, the benefits, the do's and don'ts, and then we're going to stretch, okay? All right, so before we even stretch, I want everybody to stand up. We're going to do a quick test. Everybody, little kids, everybody, stand up. All right, I'm putting it down, I'll do this. All right, everybody, I want everybody to stand up. All right, ready? Hold your hands up. Now, we're going to go through a few movements. I want you to pay attention to what you can do right now. Okay, put your hands down. All right, does anybody have any back pain right now? Any knee pain right now? Any neck pain right now? Some shoulder pain right now? Ankle pain? Okay. Foot pain?
I work at Sonic.
Toe pain? Fingers, wrists? Okay, fingers and shoulders. Elbows? Okay. Alright, so see how you feel right now, and then at the end, I want to see how you feel again. Alright, so raise your arms up. Pay attention to how you feel. How far can you get your arms up? It's okay, it's not a problem. Alright. Young kids, let me see. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Alright, now, be careful. I don't want you to fall on your head. Go down and try your best to touch your toes. Alright, can everybody touch their toes? Who cannot touch their toes? Alright, pay attention. Can you touch your toes? Do not bounce, okay? Don't bounce. Just go there and hold it. Just hold it.
Without bending your knees? Yeah, you cannot bend your knees.
Try not to bend your knees, okay? Go down, okay? Alright? Okay? Come on. Alright, put your hands behind your back.
You come back up? Cool.
Hands behind your back. If you can't and if it hurts, don't do it. Okay, hands behind your back. Alright, if you got them behind your back, can you lift them off your back? Okay. Alright, put one arm behind your head. Alright, other arm. Okay. Alright, arm straight out in front of you. Alright, where my little kids? You. Alright, hold your arms out. Everybody, hold your arms out. Alright, I want you to squat down as low as you can. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Come up. Bend your knees. Alright.
That's the holding part.
Come on. Get on down there.
Back up.
Get on down there.
Back up.
Alright.
Back up.
And come up. Alright, have a seat. Have a seat. Alright, you can have a seat. Thank you. Alright. Y'all saw, she just went on down and no problem, right? It's easier for kids to move. And as we know, the older we get, the tighter, the stiffer we get. Right? One, we stop moving as much. We don't move as much as young kids do.
No.
We just don't. We sit a lot. Right? With the TV, with the phones, computers, work, we sit driving, we sit a lot.
Y'all sit a lot.
But I have a 2-year-old, and she just runs circles in my house, like, just running. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, ooh, girl, just like, go sit down somewhere. But,
Yeah.
so they move. But as we get older, we tend to be still. And if we want to keep being mobile and flexible, we need to keep moving. Because if we get real stiff and we can't move, what is something that's going to happen? Look, arthritis, blood clots. You get real stiff. What else? Lose your ability. Lose your ability. Can't move. Pain. You hurt. You hurt. All right. Okay. All right. So who knows what is stretching? What is it? Yoga. Yoga. What is stretching?
Loosening muscles.
Loosening up your muscles. Motion. I love it. Okay, great. Stretch release. Yes. So basically all stretching is taking your joints, your muscles through a range of motion, getting them to lengthen, so when you are moving and working, that they're not pulling against each other, all right? Because muscles attach at point A and point B. If you're tight anywhere, one of those points are going to get pulled on. And usually you have back pain, knee pain, hip pain, neck pain. All right? All right, now what is one benefit of stretching? More range of motion. More range of motion.
Better circulation.
Circulation. What did you say? Stress relief. Stress, yes, stress relief.
Less pain.
Less pain. What did you say? Bone cracking. You don't have bone. You have less bone cracking, but she doesn't have bone cracking. So a few benefits of stretching. Somebody said one, it helps relieve stress and tension. Okay, as life goes on, it gets really stressful. And right now, I want you to drop your shoulders. How many people drop their shoulders? Like you. So you've been sitting here like this, and you didn't even notice it, right? You're sitting. People carry their stress differently. So if you're sitting down now, I want you to relax your butt cheeks. Who just relaxed their butt cheeks? Okay, so you hold your stress there. All right? All right. Hold your fists tight. Open your hands. Who had their fists open? Who were squeezing? Who were clenching their fists? That's where you hold your stress. All right, now you've been talking, but who's clenching their jaws right now? Relax. Relax your jaws. Take the tongue off the roof of your mouth and just relax. If you had to make those corrections, you're holding tension. Right? So all those areas is where tension is just sitting there. And most of the time, we don't even notice it. We don't notice it.
I have a question. Is
I forgot to start my timer, I'm sorry.
the hip relaxation, do you really carry trauma in your hips?
You can carry it anywhere. Everyone's different.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So one thing I love about stretching that I teach all my clients is one, being aware of your body. No one knows you better than you. But if you're not paying attention to yourself, you don't know what to do. You don't know why you hurt. You don't know why you can't move. You don't know. Yes. So all of these things, and so when someone comes to me, I'm asking all these questions, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay attention." I'm like, "Well, I can't help you if you don't know." So that's one thing about stretching. It helps ground you back to yourself and pay attention to what your body is doing. So that's one thing. Also, it improves your ability to move. Any athletes in here? Used to be athletes. How about that? Any used to be athletes? Okay. Any recreational athletes? So stretching helps you recover. You don't want to like stretch. We'll talk about it later. Different kind of stretch that you want to do before and after your activities. But overall, stretching helps you move better. Okay. It improves your posture. Those that sit a lot, you work and you sit a lot, you get up every so often and stretch out. Right? As life goes, we tend to go like this, right? We tend to go this way. So every once in a while, you want to stand up and open up. But you don't know that you're like this if you're not paying attention to yourself. Okay. It reduces back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain. It increases blood flow. Somebody had said that earlier. And also it decreases headaches. You have tension, tightness in your neck, you have headaches as well. Okay. All right, now do's and don'ts of stretching. I'll have this one thing that I tell everybody about. Don't do when you stretch. Can anybody take a guess on what that is? Anybody else? Don't hold your breath. I tell everybody that. I'm sure when y'all were doing some of those things, you would probably hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Breathing is important. Once again, it's something that we don't pay attention to, but we need to. When you're breathing in, right, you're taking a deep breath or just a regular breath, it increases the pressure in your chest, heart rate goes up, blood pressure and everything goes up. Heartbeat increases as well, right? So most of the time, that's not the issue. The issue is blowing off the breath. You know, you've seen someone hyperventilate, they're just, right? Their heart rate is going up and up and up and up and up, and they can't seem to relax. They'll say, stop, take some slow, deep breaths. breathing out takes the pressure off the chest, off the heart, off the arteries and the blood vessels, opening everything back up, letting everything calm down, letting everything relax. All right. So even in those tense times, I dealt with anxiety when I was in college, so I've been through panic attacks. And the thing they say is stop, focus on what you're doing, control your breathing. Easier said than done, but you have to practice. Like all of these things, you have to practice. Being mindful on your breathing and being mindful of where you're carrying your tension and when you need to stretch. Okay? All right. Now, so another few do's and don'ts, of course, don't hold your breath. When you are stretching, when you're going down into the stretch, you say you want to blow out. So think of if you're lifting heavy weights, and when you get to the top and you really need to just get the rest of it, what do? You blow out, right? You make all that noise. You're pushing air out. That's what you're doing. Same thing when you're stretching. If you want to get deeper, breathe in and breathe out, and you'll feel. We'll try in a minute. You'll feel like your body just kind of melts and go a little bit deeper. Also, stretching should be uncomfortable but not painful. If you are stretching so far that it hurts, you're doing more damage than good. Back off where it's uncomfortable, stay there, and then come out of it, okay? Because you don't want to do more harm. I already said don't bounce. When you're stretching, you never want to bounce. So I saw some of you all doing this. You don't want to do that. Increase your risk of injury, strains, tearing muscles, ligaments, pulling things out of place. You don't want to do that. All right, now, how often should we stretch?
Every morning.
On purpose, every morning. How she said every morning. Anybody else? How often should you stretch?
Twice a day.
Twice a day?
Oh, okay.
All day?
Definitely before you start.
Before you work out? Every day? So typically, you want to be intentional in stretching, at least 2 or 3 days a week. Someone said before you work out. That is true, but it's more so like a moving type of, they call it dynamic stretching. So it's not this type of stretch where you just kind of hold it. You don't want to do that kind of stretch before you work out, but we'll go through some movements, okay? And so after you work out, for sure, you want to do this. Now, let's say you're starting to hurt and you know you're tight. Do you know how to stretch? Who knows how to stretch on purpose? Like, I'm gonna do this stretch. I know this is gonna work this, and it's gonna make me feel better this way. Who knows? You know? You know? Kinda? You know?
You know about like the same stretches we did before softball practice and after practice?
If you know what they're for, like, oh, my back hurt, I need to stretch it out. Do you know what stretch to do?
Yeah.
Okay. My thigh hurts, I need to stretch it out. Do you know what stretch to do?
No.
Oh, my shoulder hurt, my neck hurt. Do you know what stretch to do? Okay. So we're gonna go over a few of them. Now, if you stretch 5 minutes a day for a week, you will notice a tremendous difference in any kind of pain. Back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, I think someone said foot, ankle pain, stuff of that nature. Because most of the time, I don't care if it's injury related or lifestyle related, when muscles get really tight, they get really weak, and therefore they need to be stretched out. Okay? Any questions before we go into?
Not really a question, but like now, like all the manufacturing plants, they have the continuous improvement, so that they get everybody to do the stretching exercise before they work.
Really? That's good. That's really good. Any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns?
So you said stretch for 5 minutes a day?
A minimum. If you stretch a minimum, 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes. And you can be doing while you're cooking, while you're getting dressed in the morning, before you get out of bed.
How long have you been doing this?
How long have I been a therapist? It will be 9 years in May.
Okay.
Yes, I've been a therapist for 9 years. Yes, okay. All right, any questions? So we're gonna go through some stretches. So what we're gonna do first is what I call a warm-up. So let's say you're getting ready to go to the gym, or you're getting ready to go, work. If you're at a factory or something, or you have like a sitting company and you know you're gonna be doing a bunch of lifting and moving and twisting, you wanna kind of do a warm-up, right? So all a warm-up is you're moving with no resistance, no weight, through a full range of motion as best as you can with no pain. Usually you want to warm up, they say 5 to 10 minutes. Today we're going to do like 3, okay? And then I'll take you through what we call static stretches, meaning positions that hold. Who's done yoga? I heard the young man back there say something about yoga, so you done it? Are you still doing it? Right. Who else? Who's done it? Are you still doing it? No. It's really beneficial. You do yoga?
I've done it.
You've done it, okay. I was introduced to yoga when I was in college, and I was 3 months pregnant. We had to take a class, and I took yoga, and so I did yoga the entire time of my pregnancy. It was pretty good. The second time, I didn't do yoga, and it was terrible. So I was like, well, I just need to keep doing yoga, right? Okay. All right, everybody, stand up again. Just kind of shake loose, you gotta have some space, okay? So if you need to step out in the aisle, you can. All right, shake loose. All right, let's start with the hands. Just kind of shake, 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 shake. All right, let's roll the shoulders back. Good, now you're gonna twist. Now, with twisting, you have to be careful. You don't wanna go too far. This is just comfortable range, no pain. Alright, going hands up and down. Alright, now you're going to bring up across your chest. Got to open and close. Kind of be loose. Alright, back up and down again. Alright, now big arm circles to the back. I always like to go to the back because this is the direction that we don't go. Now, if it hurts because you're going this big, okay, go smaller, okay? Go smaller. Remember, it's comfort but no pain. All right, go forward, that's easy. Forward. All right, shake loose, shake loose. If your balance isn't that great, hold on to something. One leg, just swing it back and forth. If you're pretty good, don't hold on. Don't kick your kids, please. Try to keep the knees straight if you can. If not, all right, other leg. All right, now we're gonna go in and out. Like I said, if you need to hold on to something, hold on to a chair. It's okay. We all gotta start somewhere. No time. Okay? Other leg. The thing with stretching, what you do, you have to do it to both sides, and you will notice one side is not as good. Okay. Alright, just kind of raise up on the tiptoes. Down, heels and toes.
We'll see tomorrow.
Alright, legs apart. Are you gonna act like you're holding the ball? Kind of go down. You don't have to go deep. Squat up. This is just a warm up. Just a warm up. We're warming up. Again, the blood flow going.
It's gonna get more intense.
Okay. Alright. Spread the legs. Alright, you're gonna go down, touch your toes. Come up. We're not gonna hold it. Down and up. Down and up. Alright. I see dots. Now, the one foot. From the other.
Practice doing this.
Hold on if you need to. And just gonna rock forward and back. Yes. If you have on heels, be here.
They help.
Alright, let's switch. Other foot. Gonna rock forward and back. Y'all got quiet on me.
You gotta concentrate.
Alright, now just kind of bring your legs butt. You should feel this here in the front. Try to kick your butt.
I like that.
All right, now reverse it. Bring him up. Grab it up. If you can get it up there, get it up there. All right, hands on your hips. All right, you're gonna twist. Go the other direction. Now we're gonna go into the stretches that we hold, okay? All right. Legs apart. Go as far down as you feel comfortable. No pain, okay? No pain. Got to be. Alright, now what I want you to do, you're gonna take a deep breath in. When you blow out, try to go down a little bit further, okay? So breathe in and blow out. Try to go deeper. You should feel yourself go a little bit further. Breathe in again. Go down. As you breathe out. Go to your right side. Okay, to the right. Same thing, deep breath in. Blow out.
What you say?
One more time, deep breath in. And breathe out. Other leg, let's switch.
We come up and breathe or something?
Now, you can come up for air if you need to. You can come up for air if you need to. The thing about stretching is you make it your own. Okay?
We ain't stretching nothing in them jeans.
Right. All right. Hold on to something if you need to. You're gonna pull one leg back. And if you know you cannot do this, don't do it. Usually what I have people do, if I had a chair, let's say this, I'm not supposed to stand on that. If I'm sitting in a chair, you would just kind of take your leg back behind you.
You want the stool?
It's too tall.
Put your chair.
I'll just go sit.
Here you go. Here you go.
Can I hold my sock instead of my actual foot?
Alright, so if you can't do it standing, which a lot of my clients cannot, I have them sit in a chair, or turn to the side, put your leg back, it's the same thing, and you move back. So, if you can't do it standing, don't think you can't stretch, because you can do it sitting down, you can do it laying on the floor, or you can do it laying in the bed. Okay? So nobody can escape. Now, okay?
Not every day.
Step forward.
It hurt right there. Is the hips supposed to hurt? No.
Now, you want to lunge forward, but your heel, your back heel has to stay down.
And what do you stretch for?
Woo!
When you do this, you should feel it in that back leg, the calf muscle. Now, I'm sure most of you all are leaning forward, right?
No.
I want you to come up. When you come up, you should feel it right here in the front. And some of us can't come up. That's okay.
Say,
That's
do your
fine.
hips supposed to hurt?
All right. Take a deep breath in. And blow out. How many forgot about breathing already? Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Now let's switch. Remember, one leg is always better than the
You
other.
already switched? She had to again.
That back heel has to be down to the floor. And if you need to, you can bring your leg in.
Why don't we stretch our ankles before we do this?
You're stretching your ankles now.
Okay.
Alright, go forward with it. A little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Go out. Come up. I've been doing this for a long time.
Posing this for a long time.
And come up.
I like this.
Alright, check it out. Check it out. We'll do an easy one. Alright, everyone knows this one, right? shoulder. Alright, switch.
Thanks. You know?
Alright. Now, when you go behind your head, I tell people to do it two ways. Either push from the front if you have shoulder problems and you can't get your arm up. Some people do. Or if you're really good, come around and pull it back. Whichever one. So pull from the top or push from the front. Whatever you can do. And try to keep your head up. Alright, switch. Remember, one side is always better than the other. Push back, either push or pull. Either way. Alright. Bring it down. Alright, let's go to the neck. Alright, you start side to side. You might hear it pop a little bit, that's okay. Now, just your head. You're going to try to turn and look over your shoulder. Just your head. Your shoulders do not move. Right, other way. Just your head. Just your head. Look straight ahead. Now your head, shoulders, and hips. You're gonna that back arm that's to the back, try to straighten it out. If you feel like you're gonna catch a cramp, just put your arm down. Alright, let's do the other side. So head, shoulders, hips, twists. Reach out, that arms and back. And look at your hand if you can. Look at your hand. Alright, bring it down. Hands on your hips again. Lean back as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, don't go back to where it hurts. You may feel a few pops.
What does it mean if every time you move to one of these stretches, it's uncomfortable?
Just tighten. Alright, now you're gonna bend forward, but it's really all in the hips. You're just gonna kind of go like an L and come back up. An L. I guess the upside down L.
Don't forget to breathe.
And don't. Who has forgot to breathe already?
Me.
Alright. Take a breather. Let me see what I got on your neck. Alright, have I missed an area? Everyone said ankles, hips, knees, backs, shoulders. Feet. Wrists, feet, head, back. For hands, wrists. Who has carpal tunnel?
I'm ready. Right here.
Alright, do you work from home? Computer a lot? Alright, hands together. Now, if this tingles, then don't do this, okay? Hands together.
If it tingles, don't do it.
Alright, bring your hands to your chest.
What do you mean tangle?
Like your hands.
Your hands, no.
They start to go nose. More than they already are.
Okay, I don't like brothers, but.
Alright, bring them down. Rotate. If it hurts, back off a little bit. Don't make it hurt. Alright. Side to side. Alright, make this. Open up. This. A real tight fist. Like this. Alright, now, this takes a little bit of control. And you bend just. If you can't do it, you want to work on it. Keep all your other fingers straight. These are really good for carpal tunnel. What it's doing is helping those nerves and those tendons glide through those really small spaces in your hand. Because of inflammation, swelling, they get stuck. Okay, and then another one. Breathe in and out.
I feel that like right here.
So nerves glide. And then take your other hand and flip it over. If it hurts, don't do it. Mild discomfort is okay, but no pain. It's okay.
Why no pain?
Because it's causing more damage. It's telling your brain that you're hurting yourself, so it will fight against you. And it'll cause more inflammation, more swelling. etc. So like I said, discomfort is okay, but all right, back together. Okay. Now, does this position feel any better? Yeah. Does it feel better than it did when you first did it? All right, so that was hands. You said feet.
Yeah, feet.
Like toes or like ankles?
Arches.
Those are harder to show.
Sit down, Bobby, let her do
But usually if it's the top of, so what makes your feet hurt? What are you doing? Walking? And the tops of your feet hurt. Well, usually if you're stretching the
Arches of my feet.
Oh. How many of you heard of plantar fasciitis?
Say it again.
Plantar fasciitis. Never. Basically, it's when the soles of your feet hurt. When you first get out of bed in the morning, you put your feet down, you start walking, and you're like, oh, they hurt so bad.
Yeah, it hurts so bad.
So calf stretches will be your friend. Rolling on a water bottle. A frozen water bottle will
Frozen
be your
water
friend.
bottle. What about someone told me.
All right, I'm gonna give you a stretch for her, for feet. All right, everybody. Take a deep breath in. And blow out. Relax your shoulders, your hands, your butt cheeks, just relax. Okay, all right. Heel down, toes up. Now, try to bend down and touch your toes. Now, you won't touch your toes. Most people, if you're doing it right, you won't touch your toes.
You're doing it like you won't touch your toes.
Most people, because I won't, most people, unless you're like a gymnast or something. Alright? Now, when you go down, you should feel it in the calf.
Look, I can do it.
So you have overstretched hamstrings probably. We'll talk later. Alright, understood?
Overstretched hamstring. My hand is.
The reason I know that because you stand with your knees bow back. You have flamingo legs.
Oh. But this one, when I do it, it hurts.
One leg is always better than the other.
Okay. Good to know.
Alright, now, we're going to do a retest from what we did in the beginning. Alright? Go ahead and pay attention to how you feel right now. How was when you first started, how was your neck feeling? How are your shoulders feeling? How are your hips feeling?
Look stretched.
How's your back feeling? How are your knees feeling? Ankles and feet. Alright. Alright, arms up. How do they feel now compared to when you first did it?
Same.
Alright, spread your legs apart. Go down and try to touch your toes. How does it feel now compared to when you first did it? Same or better? Can you go further than you did? What was the other one? Alright, hands out. Lie down. Can you go down low? Is it more comfortable? Less comfortable? Can you go lower? Does it feel any different than it did when you first did it? Alright, last one. Alright, you're gonna twist. Reach behind you. How does that feel compared to when you first did it? Same, worse, or better? Better. Other side. Same, worse, or better? Better. Alright, arms classes. Take a deep breath. Hands together, push up and blow out. One more time, take a deep breath. Breathe out. Bring your hands down in front of your chest. Rotate those hands again. Alright, sprinkle blessings on your neighbors and tell them to have a good rest of the day.
Have a good rest of the day. Don't forget to have a pro.
Now when it comes to stretching, okay, one last thing. When it comes to stretching, everybody cannot stretch. When it comes to stretching, some people have a little bit more pain than others. If you know that when you're stretching or you're doing certain movements and you hurt, you want to make sure that you get cleared by a doctor or see a physical therapist or some other medical professional, because sometimes it's more than just tight muscles. Sometimes there's a real injury going on or an old injury that's being aggravated. So if you're trying to do something and it's not getting better, or if you don't know what you're doing, get help because you don't want to make it worse.
So question, so, your clinic is in Jackson?
Yes.
So how do you diagnose a shoulder injury? Do you have to go to a different doctor to send them to you, or?
If it's to be diagnosed, you would have to go to a doctor, and they'll do whatever it is that they do, and then they'll say, okay, this person has rotator cuff issues, blah, 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 and then they'll fax it over to me.
Okay, so you get this come directly to you?
Yes, so in Tennessee, you can come directly to a therapist for the first visit to evaluate to see if there's a need. And usually what happens if there's a need, the physical therapist will reach out to your doctor on your behalf and kind of be that middle person for you to try to take as much stress off of you as possible, because we know that you hurt and all you care about is getting better and you don't want to wait. Any other questions? All right. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Dr. Bianca.